Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, in last week's video, I did say there'd be a guarantee of birds this week. So welcome back to Bempton Cliffs. What a magical place this is. And I can tell you what, if you can't tell by the sound, there are plenty of birds here today. It is now the 7th of June. It's a rather chilly morning, but I'm already smiling, I'm already happy. So, what a beautiful sight. So anyway, we're going to be hunting down some puffins today if possible. However, there should be more than just gannets this time. Now, in this week's video, obviously I'm really excited to be back down here. Bempton Cliffs is a magical place. But I want to talk about, how did I even become a wildlife photographer? Yeah, it's a bizarre one on me. So yeah, stick around. Let's go get some pictures.
Days are on their way. Forever's how long they'll stay. Brighter days are on their way. Chasing sunsets in the sky. Won't let these moments pass us by.
Well, it's always nice to bump into a follower. Hi Ryan. Yeah, first time that's ever happened to me before from my little tiny channel. But what a pleasure. Yeah, nice bloke as well. Yeah, really good to meet you, mate. Really good to meet you. So, I'm smiling because that's actually made my morning so far, to be honest. And also smiling because it's just incredible down here. Now, I've not seen any puffins, much to my dismay, but they're pesky little blighters to spot. But I've seen some razorbills, guillemots, fulmars, and obviously me gannets as well. I do love me gannets. Now, yeah, so wildlife photography, where did that come from? So those who have followed me for a little while now will know that I'm actually a landscape photographer. Now, those who also have followed me for a little bit will know that, and I've mentioned it previously in a couple of my recent videos, I only actually took up wildlife photography in August this year. Last year, sorry. And yeah, it seems to be dominating my photography life at the moment. And yeah, I'm actually just curious how this has happened. Now, I am passionate about quite a few types of photography, and it's definitely safe to say that wildlife photography is one of them. Now, we'll come back and talk more about that. I'm just going to keep cracking on and getting some more pictures. The opportunities are endless down here, so yeah, let's crack on.
Taking my time as the sun it shines on me and everyone that has come to find. This world is cruel, but there's nothing new. Living in the moment is the only truth. Now let's go slow. Living in the moment is the only truth. Now let's go slow. Salted towns are where I'd rather be. They give me love and they set me free. The The ocean's tides can live without the
So coming back to the whole point about how the hell did I end up as a wildlife photographer? Well, let's just get one thing straight to start with. I've always had an interest in wildlife and nature and everything like that. And it all stems from when I was a wee lad. Now, I've already mentioned before about landscape photography, how I ended up getting a bigger appreciation of nature and landscapes and stuff from holidaying with my grandparents when I was younger. I always wanted to go to the coast, go into the arcades, things like that. But my grandparents always made a compromise. They'd bring me to places like Flamborough and Whitby, and we'd go to places like that, and on our summer holidays that I'd spend with them, the compromise would be we'd go to those places if I also basically shut up and went to places like the moors and the dales, walking, and we'd even go bird spotting and stuff on a rare occasion as well. Now, my grandparents were big birders, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I have a good appreciation for wildlife and for birds as well. Now, also, something you probably don't know about me is that I actually grew up on pig farms. So I've always been around animals and things like that. And so let's fast forward then from me being a wee lad up to about 20 years ago when I first picked up a camera. At that time, I had zero interest in landscapes, in wildlife, in nature, when it comes to photography. So yeah, it was a very strange change, and that all sort of started to happen around 2018 when Mrs. S and I actually got married. And it was only really then that I actually started to take an interest in landscape photography. And it kind of spiraled from there for landscapes for me. And I decided to sack off all the modelling photography that I'd done for years and totally change my medium for my photography. But that still doesn't explain how I actually got into wildlife and why it's now all of a sudden dominating my photography and, as I'm sure you're all aware, my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, I'm going to go find some more birds. I ventured quite far down the coastal path, and I'll come back and talk about my wildlife photography journey in a minute. Got my puffin shot, come on! Whoops. In all the excitement of me getting a shot of a puffin, I actually just snapped my vlogging tripod. Whoops, never mind. So I'm a little bit close because I'm actually hand holding at the moment. Now, happy days. Came down here to see the puffins, got me a shot of a puffin. So you may have noticed as well, today I've tried to sort of work on static birds, bird portraiture, things like that. Not really worked on any birds in flight. And I'm hoping a load of them will come out all right, especially that puffin shot. He was quite far, and honestly, I'm just going to stop walking for a minute. Honestly, it was a difficult shot, but I've got a picture of one, so I'm happy with that. Now then, wildlife photography. So, as I say, I started my landscape photography journey back in 2018 and really got into it from 2019 onwards. Now, my wildlife photography journey started in 2023, not even a year ago. And as I say, I'd done a couple of shots with my 70-200 and my grey squirrels. Yeah, I love me squirrels. And yeah, other than that, I'd never really done any wildlife photography. However, I decided sort of June last year that I would actually get the Sigma 150-600 and do some wildlife photography, because I was finding that I was doing a sunrise shoot, a sunset shoot for landscape photography, and I was kind of fillering in the middle, and I thought wildlife photography would be a really, really good thing to do to fill that midday gap. So I bought the Sigma 150-600. It's not turned out that way, has it? I seem to have actually ended up dominating the channel with wildlife photography, because I've become really excited about bird photography. This is bouncing all over the place, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I've become really excited about bird photography and wildlife and stuff, and I'm becoming really, really passionate about it. And I never saw myself being a wildlife photographer at all. But yeah, there we have it. It's just been a developing situation for the last, well, I'll say, less than a year. What came around as a filler to my landscape photography has actually transpired to be my main passion, my main photography love. Now, yeah, there we have it. So it's been a bit bitty, this video, I'm not going to lie to you, and a bit scruffy, and obviously it's going to get even worse now. I have a backup vlogging tripod in my car, so all is not lost in that respect. But yeah, as I say, the whole journey through photography and into wildlife photography has been a bit bitty. But yeah, there we go. So I'm not going to sign out yet. I've still got quite a while, and I'm not quite ready for me brekkie yet, but I will be having a nap before I go out and do shoot 2 for today. So yeah, let's go see what other birds we can find. Right, well, it's been a good session down here this morning. Got to photograph me puffins, which is great. Been down here about 3 hours now, and I'm starting to get tired. And I have a feeling that my photography will start being impacted, because my limbs are getting heavy already. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the car and I'm going to have a nap, go get some brekkie. Well, actually, I might get brekkie first, then have a nap. Nice warm food in my tub, and then yeah, head on to my next location for next week's video. So I might come back down to Bempton tomorrow morning. That is the plan. The thing is as well, if you look, it's gone quite overcast, and I was getting some nice light this morning, and now it all just seems a little bit flat. So yeah, hopefully it'll be of a benefit for my next video. So yeah, obviously, yeah, if you've liked my video this week about how the hell I became a nature and wildlife photographer, I should say, give us the old thumbs up, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, wherever it is. And yeah, this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.
A shadow in the dark left me with a burning heart. Summer comes and goes, they say, but with you, darling,